Hey everyone, Namaste and welcome to the 39th episode of Yogi Shakti with me, Shailaja Menon, here on this wonderful platform of Anand TV. Now, the last week I introduced you to a concept called the Antakarnas or the inner instruments, which comprise of the manas, the mind, the buddhi, the intellect, and the ego, the ahamkara. Now, I just want you to really see how, from the minute we wake up in the morning, every karma that we undertake is a tug of war or a tussle between the buddhi and the manas, between the mind and the intellect. Do we go towards raga, what we like to do, or do we do the right thing, what is our swadharma? So if we see from when we wake up, right, are we going to switch the alarm off and get up and do what we're supposed to do? Or are we going to roll back and go to bed? Then when we come down, assuming we took the decision to come down, then are we going to go into our social media, check our Facebook, check our WhatsApp, or are we going to just not look at social media and then just close eyes and do a sitting meditative practice every step of the way? Again, when it comes down to what we're going to eat, that's a big one. Yeah, because again, raga and dvesha, all of that comes in there, what we really like to eat versus what is good for us. So again, there's a big tussle always between your mind and your intellect. So what I would invite you to do is really to see this happening, because otherwise we're always living on a very unconscious level. Yeah, we're always just making decisions based, or sometimes we're not even making decisions, right? We're just doing the same things we did yesterday, right? So by the strength of our patterns, we just exist. So I just invite you to really be observant and to witness every action that you're, going through in your day, and to see how it is again always oscillating between, what you like to do or what is right for you, to see that tussle happening, and to always try to align and strengthen the buddhi. Yeah, and how do we strengthen that? We do that by repetition, by practice. So we do that by making the same conscious choices day in and day out, every single day, till it becomes second nature and a pattern. So that's how we create these new habits and patterns in our lives. And even if we look at a sitting practice, say watching the breath, right? So every time your mind goes away, the practice is to simply bring it back to the breath. And every time you notice it's gone away, it's thinking about the market or it's thinking about cooking, right? Just bring it back. So that is the strengthening of the intellect. Each time we make that resolution to bring our attention consciously back to the breath. So have a happy time watching your breath, watching every single karma that you go through during the day, and learn to see and distinguish between, a decision by the mind, or which is really an unconscious decision, and a more conscious decision by the intellect. And through that whole process, we get to know ourselves better. So, towards that, let us take our practice. So, the last week we were doing abdominal strength and core work along with forearm strength work. So, this week we're continuing with the abdominal strength work, but we're doing straight arm strength work as well instead of forearm. Yeah, so enjoy the practice. So, to begin with, just lie on your backs and we're going to do some bent knee work. So as you inhale, just take your arms back and then straighten the legs. And then as you exhale, bring both knees, bend the knees, bring them towards your abdomen as you exhale and rise up. Yeah, so we're just going to do 6 rounds here. Inhale as your arms go back and legs go forward. Exhale as the knees come up, thighs come up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And just lie back and relax. So as you relax, just be aware of your abdominal muscles relaxing. Become aware of your neck and shoulders and upper back, all of those areas relaxing as well. The muscles of your legs that were moving. So really keeping your buddhi or intellect alive as you try to discern the different movements. So when you go into this position, there's a lot of flexion happening, knee flexion, hip flexion. So just connecting to all of that, trying to identify that. Okay, so again, working as you inhale, arms go back. There's one more round, 6 times. Exhale and up. Inhale and back. Exhale and up. Inhale and back. Exhale and up. Inhale and back. Exhale, up. And release. Yeah, just allow the legs to rest. Allow the body to rest. And understanding that it's the physical body that is resting, but your mind might still be all over the place. So just inviting the mind to take a rest as well. Okay, so we're going to work into a very similar position, except it's a little bit more intense, yeah? So you have to try to come up fully if you can. Again, only do this if you feel comfortable, right? So the easier way to do this is to start off with one leg. Yeah, so see if you can come up with one leg, your whole body rising up. Yeah. So the same breathing movement happens. Inhale as you go back, exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go back, exhale as you come up. And now I'm just changing side, so working with the left knee. So try to flex the left knee, the left side of your hip. So trying to just discern your breath as well, your inhale and exhale. Okay, and then just release the arms to the side. Just close your eyes, focus on your breath, inhale and exhale. And if you found this relatively easy, then you can try to work on the next one where you're going to come up with both legs. Yeah, so again, inhale as your arms go back, and then as you exhale, both knees will come up. Yeah, you'll try to get your thighs towards your chest. And inhale and back, exhale and up. And release. So again, feel your abdominal muscles relax. Feel the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the arms, all of those areas relax. The muscles of your legs relax. So before we start the strength work, we're just going to load our wrists a bit. So just sit in Vajrasana position. Place the hands slightly in front of you, maybe on the floor in front of you, and then just shift weight forward. So as you shift weight, remember to engage your upper back, engage your abdominal muscles, really feel that, and then slowly go back. Yeah, so we're going to do 3 rounds here. Just rising up, really shifting weight onto the palms, feeling the protraction of your back, the engagement of your abdomen, just pushing the floor away, feeling the loading at your wrist, and come back. Yeah, and then last round here. So again, shifting weight forward, feeling your upper back, feeling your abdomen, literally like you want to stand on your hands. Okay, and then slowly release and coming back. Okay, now we're going to do some slides. So what you need is either to wear socks on your feet that will help you to slide, or you can use a cloth like what I'm using here. So it does seem a bit daunting, but believe me, it's quite fun, and it's also quite effective to strengthen the upper body and abdomen and all of that. So see from here, if you can just slide that your feet back. Yeah, so come into this plank position, straight arm plank. So remember to push the floor away, keep engaging your upper back, keep engaging your abdomen. And then as you inhale, just draw the knees in. Yeah, so we're just doing 6 rounds here. You can rest in between if you want. So just press down through the mat, engage your upper back as you slide your toes back. Feel the plank and in. And 3, in. And 4, in. And 5, in. And 6, in. And good job. Okay. Take a few seconds of rest. And let's just try this one more time. Yeah, so this time, see if you can move a little bit faster. So just sliding it back. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if your wrists are not used to this loading, you can always offset it by just keeping the fingers facing back. Yeah, so this will stretch the back of your wrists a bit. And as you go back, you can feel a deeper stretch. So maybe if I sat this way, you can see better. So from here, just moving back to ease your wrist. Just do this a few times. And release and chapus. Okay, so we're just going to begin with Supta Padangusthasana, which is basically you can use the strap here, put the strap through the feet and then just slowly straighten the leg. So this gives a beautiful release along the whole of the back of your leg, the thighs, the back of the knees, the calves. So just staying here for a bit. So you can always try to draw the leg towards you. But make sure your shoulder stays down even as you draw the leg towards you. And then when you feel ready, you can just straighten that left leg down. So that continues to give a deep release along the back of your right leg. So keep that left heel stretching forward, left thigh grounding to get a greater release along the back of your right leg. So try to strongly contract the right front thigh muscles, the quads, and that will elicit a deeper release from the hamstrings. So just staying here for a bit, inhale and exhale. And as you keep trying to discern all of this, where are my hamstrings, where are my calves, all of that keeps the buddhi active, the intellect active, trying to figure out what is what, where is where. Okay, and then slowly release. So keep the knee bent, the strap through the left foot, and just keep the knee as straight as possible first. So just enjoying it, feeling the beautiful release along the back of your left leg, the hamstrings, the back of the knee. So you can actually press down. Yeah? So what I'm doing is using this right foot to press down, and that helps me gain a greater release to the left side. Yeah, and then whenever you feel ready, you can just release that right heel forward, 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 forward. So you can see that even when my right knee is bent, there is a difference. But if I try to straighten my right knee by just moving that right heel forward, then that increases the release along the back of my left leg. So just seeing how everything is so beautifully connected, interconnected. Okay, and then slowly release. I hope you've got a really nice stretch here. And then from here, we're going to move into again abdominal work, but we're going to do single leg work. Yeah, so again, those of you who have trouble with your back, you can always keep the left knee bent. So you can just go inhale, arms go back, exhale, right leg comes up. Yeah, inhale, arms go back, exhale, right leg comes up. But those of you who are fine and have no issues, you can release that left leg down and work. Yeah, so it's 6 rounds. Inhale, exhale. And last round and release. So similarly working on the left side as well. So again, if you need to bend your knee, you can just bend the right knee and then just work with the left leg. But if your back is okay and you're feeling good, then you can just release the right leg down and just continue the work on the left side. Connect to the movement of your arms, the movement of your breath. Okay, and then slowly release your hands down and relax. Focus on your breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're going to go into the straight-legged version here. But those of you who have trouble with your backs, you can always just start with this. Yeah, so I'm just giving you a couple of versions before we work up into that. Yeah, so as you inhale, you can take your arms back. So you can just here keep the feet on the floor, and as you exhale, come up. Yeah, so just doing a few rounds here. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, come up. Now, if you want to increase the intensity, you can always do that by holding. Yeah, so as you curl up, drawing up through the head, neck, and shoulders as well, try to stay here for a few seconds. Yeah, that will increase the work. And then, if you're still feeling a little bit better, you can do what we did right in the beginning, which is coming up with the knees bent. Yeah, so you just straighten your legs all the way. And all of this, you can increase the intensity by just holding here. Right? And then now what I'm leading you towards is a straight leg version where both the arms and the legs will be straight. And then as you exhale, both the legs and arms will come up simultaneously and you will just rise up. Yeah, so 6 rounds here. Inhale as your arms go back. Exhale as you rise up. And you can slowly release down. Just relax your legs. Just feel your abdominal muscles relax. Feel your neck, shoulders, upper back relax. And for those of you who'd like a little bit more intensity, you can try to lift the hips off. Yeah, so as I lift my legs up, I'm just going to try to roll up a bit. Yeah, so it's just all fun. So don't get too caught up with this of getting it or not getting it. Just enjoy the process of exploring and experimenting with your body. And release. Yeah, so you'll find that you are feeling your abdominal muscles a lot more now. So, like I said, relax the physical body and also be aware of your mind, the state of your mind, and try to relax, settle the mind as well by making it rest either on the movement of the breath, sensing the energy, or on feeling that beautiful, deeply relaxed state of the body. Okay, so the very last piece of work that we're going to do is again these slides. But the last time we were doing knee bend slides. This time we're trying to do straight leg. Yeah, so this might be slightly more challenging. So you can always wriggle a little bit, right, to try to get that mat to go out. So try to find your plank, and then from there you have to really work, engage your abdominal muscles, engage your upper back muscles, and then the legs in, yeah, as much as you can. So don't worry about how far in they come. In the beginning, they might not come in so much. So just do what you can. Focus on the process. Yeah, so just working back again, sliding back, finding your plank, and then drawing it up. So just 6 rounds here, another 4 more, finding your plank. So engage your upper back muscles, engage your abdominal muscles, draw it in. And last one, so just wriggle out as best as you can. Find your plank and draw it up. Okay, and then just release fully into a nice uttanasana position, finding that deep pelvic fold, relaxing your shoulders, your neck. So we've reached the end of today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed doing different things, especially the slides. I think is the first time that I've introduced it in these episodes. So it could be a bit challenging, and it may not be everybody's preferred mode of exercise. But again, to see, right, what is it that likes and dislikes, it is the mind with its preferences. So to see whether something is good for you and to align with it, hopefully with the strong intellect. So all of our practices are towards that, doing not karma, not just based on likes and dislikes, but based on swadharma. So just saying a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, which my teacher Manoj Kamal often says, Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha. Let us all seek refuge in the Buddhi. Towards that, Namaste.